So, I want to open this official WCW trading cards from 1991. Are you ready, Joe?
Dude, I'm always ready for WCW trading cards. Which, surprisingly, I didn't talk you into getting, but you had already done it. So now I can't even be the devil on your shoulder.
You know what's funny? My buddy Michael that I met down here thinks that I'm a huge WCW mark. But if you know me, like, I'm anything but. It's just all this stuff I was never really invested in when I was younger. So it's kind of cool just to, like, I don't know. He's like, oh, well, you got, this jacket and that jacket. And and I'm just like, I could totally get how it seems that way. I just bought 25 pairs of trading cards, but I'm really not.
And then if he saw the stuff that you're holding for me of the WCW cars, and the Kevin Nash stuffed animal. Well, I mean, I had that because my uncle owned a card shop, so I had all kinds of wrestling cards and American Gladiator cards and Monster Truck cards and Playboy even had cards.
Jesus.
Well, I wasn't given those, but I saw them.
Were these the ones that you were kind of talking about, what they looked like?
Yes. I have, like, quadruples of that.
Yeah, and here's what the pack looks like.
There's an episode of my Nostalgia Overload where I go over cards.
Anderson, Pillman, Z-Man, Terry Taylor, and Dutch Mantell looking like someone who's been holed up Unabomber style.
Too.
All right, well, here's Doom. You probably can't even see that on camera, so I'll get a shot for us to toss in here. What is it? Gigante?
Gigante. Godzilla.
7'7". Let me just hold on. All right. 7'7", 435 pounds, shoe size. Take a guess.
18?
21.
Woo!
Now it says, there are those who believe that nobody will ever defeat El Gigante. First off, you'd have to climb 20 stories just to get him in a headlock. That's a bit of exaggeration.
Not even a story.
And then you'd most likely suffer a nosebleed at that altitude. Of course, you'll never even get that close.
Who was writing these? Tony Schiavone?
I don't know, but I got a story about him from today that I got to tell you about. Flying Brian, who I got to believe if he went into the podcast world, he'd be Flying Brian, the podcast lion. We have Rick and Scott, the classic Steiner Brothers, and they got their dog with them. What was their dog's name?
No, wait. It wasn't Matilda. That was the Dynamite. I don't know. I don't remember the Steiners actually having a dog.
Well, we were just talking about Jim Cornette. Here's his guy, Ricky Morton.
Nice.
Okay. What do you think?
Sid
Vicious. Yep.
Well, I think the recurring thing on these podcasts so far is your love of Sid merchandise.
$2. Superstar Series 3. Psycho Sid. All right, I do have another Sid. I think that makes 3 Psycho Sids. Notorious member of the Four Horsemen. When Sid Vicious joined the Four Horsemen, they could have easily changed their name to the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Why in the hell would you do that? I'm done with that card.
Yeah, let's just take a name that's working and just completely go the opposite direction.
Here's another card of Doom. This one is featured. He has Ron Simmons in there with him. Here's Arn Anderson. He stabbed Sid with scissors at one point.
And yet that's not a card.
Dude.
Missy Hyatt?
Dude.
Yes!
Dude. I got an ideal. Dude.
I think you should put that in your wallet.
I will. I'm going to set that to the side.
And then every time you think about spending money and you're like, man, that wouldn't be cool to do. I gotta use it for something to actually live. What a dork. Like,
you know what I'm thinking? We're going to have ourselves a tag team match.
Holla holla.
There's Teddy Long. Yo, here's your boy. That's a cool one. Joe, tell me, what was Sting's motto in 1991? It says it on the back of this card here.
Sting's motto in 1991. No idea.
We're having fun now. Man, where do they get this stuff?
You know, for like a wrestler that I always remember being super cool, Sting did a lot of uncool things.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of those guys that you look back and you're like, he was kind of dorky. He was, like, over the top and... Like, you know how they have that stupid series that Zach Morris is trash, where they make fun of Zach Morris and what he did? Yeah. And they overanalyze it? You could probably do that with, like, Sting. Or, like, Sting is not cool or something. And go through all the ways he was a chump.
Tell me, who is a rare and dangerous fighting species known as the Scrapper? He stands up to everyone and backs down from no one. One moment, he's just staring at you. And the next, he's ripping your head off. Just for the sheer joy of pleasing his fans. He is...
Missy Hyatt.
Terry Taylor.
Who was writing these card backs?
I think this was supposed to be for Goldberg or something in the future. Because Terry Taylor's not going to rip your head off just for the joy of it.
But with people out there, when I'm down and I'm tired and I'm sweating, I don't think I can have any more energy. The Rooster Boosters, go on, get up, Rooster, you can do it, and I will. Arr, arr, arr.
What? And speaking of tearing your head off, you introduced me to a movie that I didn't even know existed called Santa's Sleigh that we're going to do for a Christmas episode where Goldberg is a murdering Santa.
Santa?
Yes, there is a Santa Claus.
Yeah, he is. He's Santa. He kills people. And there's a bunch of, like, cool one-liners. You gotta see it.
Yes, I am super excited because I told you, when I see a horror movie that's stupid, I want them to go all the way. And I see this trailer, and Goldberg is, like, spearing somebody through glass and throwing Christmas presents that become bombs. So I was like, I'm in. I'm in.
He's in. I've never actually watched the full film. I've only seen Wrestling with Regrets review, and that was pretty funny.
That's true, but you got to experience the full thing.
Yeah.